I thought it was going to be a soccer field, but it's not. It's actually another baseball field. How many? I know there's a few baseball fields around here, but oh, and as you know, the freight train actually stopped. It came to a stop, so sometimes they do that. Yeah, so this is again, they probably don't want you juggling on or skill toying on the baseball field. They want to keep it for the baseball. I'm not going to go too much farther, but I'm going to swing around this way. Here's your field house that they were talking about, and here's a map, so you can actually see where we are and what we're talking about. We're looking at D is the skate park. So this is right there. That's where we were. C is the basketball court. We just saw softball number 1 and 2, and then they got softball 5. They got softball 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've got soccer up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 courts up there, and soccer field number 6. Number 7 and 8 are, I don't even know. You got your berm. Okay, they got a berm, and then I think that's what I called in that other video, the alley. That's a good word, a berm. That's a good word to know. So I don't know what 7, 8, and 9 are right now. You got your Colt, Pony, Bronco, and Mustang. Looks like these possibly are for the baseball courts, I would imagine. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 softball and baseball fields. They've got a wetland, 6 soccer fields, something over. They got a disc golf hole over here, disc golf hole number 1, and this goes, I guess, around. And then they've got facilities and etc. So the point is that they've kind of carved out this whole area, and this is a park. This is a Community Park West. There you go. That's the name of this area that has been set aside for these activities. And the question is, where are we going to skill? Where are we going to do our skill? They've got the skate park. But where are we going to get that skill in there? So, and this is, just to be fair, like this is Glenview, Northbrook, Wilmette, Winnetka. This is this is an area, let's just put it this way, this is an area with a high average income. So you wouldn't necessarily expect all of this type of facilities and things from a small town. Or even if you're in the city, they may not have the space for all of this. So if we look over here, so here's just a view out over there, and here's the Community Park West, which is the dog park, and you could probably just very quickly tell that you probably don't want to be doing skill toys in the dog park, right? So that's an easy one. And what else do we have? I mean, it's great that they have some. They got some trees. It's very nature oriented. A lot of things that you to see, and a lot of a space for the natural habitat, birds, some possibly native trees that have been here for decades, maybe for some time. And Glenview, as I know from being around here, may still carry the designation, or at least used to be considered part of the Tree City USA program, which identified cities that have shown to be rather shown their love and their dedication to the natural environment and trees. So there's that component too. But the question is, where is that going to be? Like here's another little, we kind of skipped this right here. How quickly is the city gonna kick you out from these little berms, these little areas over here? I don't know. If you're letting clubs drop into the street and making a nuisance and stuff, that's probably going to happen pretty quickly. But if not, who knows? Maybe maybe you're doing some yo-yo and you keep it all contained and everything, could be good. So the point is that even in a area that has a lot of square footage, a lot of acres of land out here, it can still be a little difficult to find that place. The only thing though is that I'm not giving is I'm gonna stick close to the skate park in this video. Maybe come back and do another one where we give a more extensive kind of tour of this area. But as far as near the skate park is concerned, there's just not it's not. We're not seeing like this really large area where a bunch of people are going to be meeting up together for some flow and skill and juggle and possibly unicycling and those types of things. Figure might as well end by walking over to the basketball court, because this is sort of like naturally wants to be a spot. And there's this area too, so if you're coming out here, I think one way of looking at this is like, the way you do it is you say like, you're thinking in your head like, I'd like to, it's a really nice day, I want to do some skill stuff later. So you call like one or two friends and you say like, hey, you want to meet up at the spot? And then like, hopefully one or two of them will come out. And then now you've got, you and your couple friends, and you're doing your skill, and you're not taking out, you don't need a whole baseball field, a whole softball field of space. You could just kind of do it somewhere kind of small right here. Now, once you get more than that, once you get more than 3, I would say, now you got to start looking for larger spaces to do your thing, right? And that's where, this comes in even more. But yeah, there's like a basketball court. You have to kind of find the rules about this stuff. It's like, if you're here first, like right now, if I'm here and I want to like juggle some clubs here, or if I want to unicycle, it's like, is there a sign that says like basketball only? I don't see that. So, and then usually what happens is, like, let's say I get out my unicycle and I'm unicycling around, right? Well, so someone comes up with a basketball, they want to play basketball. So then what happens is, like, I would stick to one half of the court, and then they would be maybe, starting up, getting warmed up, because they're going to meet their friend. And then once 2 or 3 people come out, I'm sticking over there on my side, they're doing basketball on this side. And then at some point, like, if they want the whole court, 6 people, 7 people, it's like, well, then you kind of have to, I guess you surrender the spot that you had, even though you were there first, because more people showed up. So here's over here, or I don't know, maybe you stick it out. You're like, you can stay on that half. I'm gonna unicycle over there. I don't know. You'll see. So this also might, sometimes areas just sort of call you because I thought I was going to stop at the basketball court, but then this kind of showed up, and there's this area here. Oh, so look at this. Now, this is interesting because the basketball court is giving this area here, it's like kind of saying like, hey, and this is like, oh, this is interesting because the way the basketball is set up, you can't do a full, 6-on-6 or 4-on-4, etc., 5-on-5 game, because they're set up